The forest was wrong. Trees twisted, gnarled fingers scratching a bruised sky. Sunlight, a sickly yellow, struggled to pierce the canopy, casting long, disjointed shadows that danced like phantoms. The air hung heavy, thick with the smell of damp earth and something else. Something faintly metallic and unpleasant. I stumbled through this unsettling landscape, heart hammering against my ribs like a frantic bird in a cage. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced me with every gust of wind that whispered through the trees. It was a fear I couldn't place, a primal dread that sank its teeth into my soul and refused to let go. The path, barely visible beneath a carpet of decaying leaves, wound deeper into the heart of the woods. I had no choice but to follow, driven by an unseen force and the desperate hope of escape. But escape from what? From whom?
The silence was broken only by the crunch of leaves beneath her feet and the frantic pounding of her own blood in her ears. A twig snapped in the distance, her head whipped up, searching the shadows for the source of the sound, but she saw nothing.
Then I heard it. A low hum, barely audible at first but growing steadily louder. It was a discordant melody, a cacophony of sounds that set my teeth on edge. The forest itself seemed to vibrate with this unsettling music, the very air around me thrumming with its energy. Shapes began to emerge from the shadows. Not animals, not entirely. They were grotesque parodies of life, twisted figures with glowing eyes and jagged smiles. Some were vaguely humanoid, others resembled nothing I had ever seen, their forms shifting and changing like smoke. These creatures, these entities, closed in, their eyes burning into me, their expressions a horrifying mixture of amusement and malice. Terror threatened to consume me, but then a voice, raspy and low, cut through the discordant hum.
"Find your joy," it hissed. "Find it or become one of us."
Panic surged through me. "Find my joy," I gasped, my voice a dry croak. What does that even mean? The creatures, a chorus of shadows, echoed my question back at me, their voices distorted and mocking. The hum intensified, vibrating through my bones, threatening to shatter me from the inside out. Then another voice, this one clearer, calmer, cut through the chaos. It was a woman's voice, melodic and soothing, like a gentle hand reaching out to calm a frightened child.
"Your music," she whispered. "Find your joy in your music."
Music. Yes, music. It was the one thing that had always brought me solace, the one constant in a world of uncertainty.
Section 4, The Wages of Despair.
But what if it wasn't enough?
The creatures pressed closer, their forms shimmering and distorting, their presence a suffocating weight. Doubt gnawed at me, sharp and insidious.
What if I can't? What happens then?
The creatures, sensing my doubt, surged forward, their laughter a chorus of grating whispers.
"You become one of them, trapped forever in a symphony of despair."
Despair. The very air in the forest seemed to crackle with it, a tangible force that threatened to drag me down into its depths. I could feel its icy fingers closing around my heart, squeezing the joy, the hope out of me. Section 5, The Golden Record of Joy.
But I couldn't give in. I had to find my joy, my passion, my reason for existing. And I knew where to look, deep within the melodies that lived and breathed inside me.
The creatures sensed my resolve, their forms flickering in agitation. They hissed and snarled, their discordant music rising to a fever pitch, trying to drown out the woman's voice, to smother the spark of hope that flickered within me.
Suddenly, a beam of golden light pierced the oppressive darkness. It emanated from my chest, where my heart hammered against my ribs. The light intensified, pushing back the creatures, their forms dissolving like mist beneath the warmth of the sun.
As the light expanded, it revealed a path bathed in its warm glow, leading away from the heart of the woods. And at the end of that path, shimmering like a beacon of hope, was a golden record, the golden record of joy. Section 6, Awakening to Choice. The creatures recoiled from the light, their forms writhing in agony, their discordant music faltered, replaced by a chorus of hisses and moans.
Choose joy, choose life, choose your music."
I took a step towards the light, towards the path, towards the golden record. Each step felt lighter, easier, as if the weight of the world was lifting from my shoulders.
And the creatures shrieked in rage and despair, but their power over me was broken. I had found my joy, my purpose, and in doing so I had found my escape from this nightmare. The forest began to fade, the twisted trees dissolving into wisps of smoke. The creatures, their forms contorting in agony, were sucked back into the shadows, their cries of frustration echoing after me.
I woke up with a gasp, heart pounding, bathed in sweat. The nightmare was over, but the message remained. Choose happiness, choose your passion, choose the music that makes your soul sing. The choice is yours to make, every single day.
The choice is yours to make every single day.